Hi everyone, my name's Dean and I'm here today to teach you how to make the Kumihimo chain bracelet. Alright, to make the Kumihimo chain bracelet you're going to need a few things. First, you're going to need a Kumihimo disc. You can get this at any bead shop or online. 4 strands, 15 inches each strand of a 2mm Rolo chain. This one's in matte black. And then 4 strands, 15 inches each strand of a 2mm Rolo chain in shiny gold. You're going to need 2 cord end caps. These are 8mm cord end caps with a little hole in the top here. And you're also going to need 2 24 gauge 1.5" head pins, 2 of those. 1 lobster clasp, 15 by 9mm. You're going to need an 1.5" extender chain. This is a 3mm curb chain with a little leaf chain embellishment on the end. And you're going to need some tools, a pair of snips, a pair of round nose pliers, and then 2 pairs of just regular pliers. And that's all you're going to need to make the Kumihimo chain bracelet. Alright, so your first step is you want to thread all the chains onto your head pin 2 at a time. So 2 gold, then 2 matte black, 2 gold, and then 2 matte black. Okay, and then you want to pull all of these chains up into the cord end cap like that. And then you want to create a loop. So you're going to fold the head pin at 90 degrees. Take your round nose pliers and you're going to make about a 4mm loop. So hold it like this and then pull the head pin around. And at this point, I like to slide on my lobster clasp. I'm sliding my lobster clasp on here. I'm going to hold it with my pliers while I secure it with my other pliers. And I like to wrap this around 3 times. Now I can trim off the excess. Okay, so now I have my lobster claw going attached to my cord end cap with all my 8 strands of chain coming out. Alright, so now I've attached all my chains to my Kumihimo board. In the center is my lobster clasp. You can see it here at the back. My lobster clasp with the cord end cap, and then attached on either side of the dots, the gold's going vertical and the matte black's going side to side. So now the trick to Kumihimo is you want to move the chain on your right hand side at the very top down to the bottom right. That's the first step. So right, and then you want to go take the bottom left chain and move it to the top left. So left, and then you want to take a quarter turn to your left. So I like to think of it as right, left, left. So here we go. Right chain to the bottom, right, bottom left chain to the top left, quarter turn to the left. So right, left, left again. And you want to keep the tension on these chains even. So top right chain to the bottom right, bottom left chain to the top left, quarter turn to the left, right chain to the bottom right, bottom left chain to the top left, quarter turn to the left. So that's how I think of it. Right, left, left. And then let's just say, for example, I don't know, the phone rings and I want to take a break. What I always do is I always stop with 3 chains at the bottom. So I'll move the chain from the top right to the bottom right, and I'll stop right there because then I know my very next step is to move the bottom left chain to the top left and then rotate. So you just keep doing this until you've finished all your chain till you can't move it anymore. Okay, as you can see, I have braided all of my chain, and this is what I have. This 15 inches of chain makes about 6 inches of actual braid. Then with your clasp it makes about a 7-inch bracelet. So now to end this, I have all my cords here and I have my 1.5 inch 24 gauge head pin, and I need to weave it in to this to make sure it doesn't unravel. So I'm going to start by weaving it through all 8 chains. You can't miss one. So there's one. And this takes a little bit of finesse. So you might need your pliers here to help pull this through certain loops of chain. So I got it through 3 now. I'm going to take my flat pliers and help me bend it to get it through all of these chains. Alright, so now I've woven the head pin through all 8 strands of chain. I'm just going to trim off some of the excess. Be sure not to cut off the loop that's attached to the head pin. And then what we're going to do is we're going to thread this into our cord and cap. There we go. And once you have them all up in there, you want to fold this at 90 degrees. You want to create another loop, about a 4mm loop. Fold this over like so, wrap it around. And now at this point, I want to slide my extender chain onto my head pin. I'm going to pinch it with the pliers, and then I'm going to secure the loop by wrapping the head pin around a couple times. Okay, and now you can trim off the excess. And there you have it. You have the Kumihimo chain bracelet. Thanks so much for watching the Kumihimo chain bracelet tutorial. My name's Dean, and I'll see you next time.